All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me plug the joint. What's really going on with sexual attraction? Now, this joint is more or less a preview for a broader topic that I'm going to cover, right? And I'm probably going to drop that within the next couple of hours. Does she really need to like you to desire you sexually? Does she really need to like you to desire you sexually? Right? And we're going to talk about that. And in that joint, I'm going to break that down a hell of a lot more than what I'm going to do here. Right? I'm not really going to get too detailed with this joint, but I do want to cover some things, right? Just to kind of set up that joint. What's really going on with sexual attraction? So let me say this real quick. Okay. And I've often said this about men. Most guys on the internet, YouTubers, content creators, guys who consume content relating to social-sexual dynamics, dating dynamics, relationships, all of that, right? Guys who consume that kind of content. Most guys who do videos are remedial. They have a remedial understanding of attraction. And there's a lot of guys who consume this content. The majority of guys who consume this content also have a remedial understanding of attraction. And essentially what I mean by that is this. Guys tend to look at women and attraction too simplistically, right? Women are not complicated, right? But there are complexities to attraction. Okay, let me say that shit again a little slower. Women are not complicated creatures. However, when it comes to attractions, when it comes to attraction, there are complexities. The problem with a lot of guys is they oversimplify attraction. They oversimplify it. And the problem with oversimplifying it is oftentimes you take personal accountability out of it, as far as how your behaviors impact the situation. Right? And I'm gonna break that all the way the fuck down in the joint after this. Right? Again, does she really need to like you to desire you sexually? All right, some of y'all should already know the answer to that. But again, I'm gonna give a more detailed breakdown of that. What's really going on with sexual attraction? Okay, let me just say this, and I'm about to wrap this up. Okay. When it comes to attraction, right? When it comes to dealing with women, right? When it comes to attraction, when it comes to dealing with women, there are things that are simplistic that guys make complicated. Again, there are things that are simplistic that guys overcomplicate because they overanalyze things, right? Conversely, there are things with complexities to it that guys oversimplify, and that's attraction, right? Because guys believe, oh, all you got to do is look a certain way, and more than likely everything is going to be to your favor. That's an oversimplification of attraction. Another oversimplification of attraction that I really don't like is when people say either she likes you or she doesn't. Either she likes you or she doesn't. Now, there's validity to that, but that's an oversimplification, right? And guys with no game, they'll hear that either she likes you or she doesn't. And how they'll look at it is, oh, when you first approach a woman and you start talking, either she likes you or she doesn't. And what they fail to understand is within that conversation, you can take a woman who was initially interested and sour her on you real quick, right? So when you say either she likes you or she doesn't, that implies almost as if when you step to a woman, you have no horse in the race. Like, I'm doing my job, I'm just stepping to her. No, there are things that you got to make sure you understand prior to that, right? Again, what's really going on with sexual attraction? And again, you have guys who take things with complexities to them, and then they attempt to oversimplify it, right? And because of that, there are details, right, that are being left out. There are steps that are being skipped, and guys are fucking themselves up in the dating game. And again, let's go back to guys oversimplifying, not oversimplifying, but taking things that are simple and overcomplicating it, right? Taking things that are simple and overcomplicating it. And all that really means is when you deal with women, guys, if you're mainly motivated because you are sexually attracted to that woman, your conversations need to be with sexual energy. But that's not what guys do. They do something else. And I'm going to talk about that. Does she really need to like you to desire you sexually? Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.